I am 4 miles into my 15-mile run, 47 minutes in, and no, you guys didn't miss anything. This is the intro. I guess give you guys a sneak peek behind the background. The reason I'm checking at 4 miles instead of the beginning is I'm combining my long run with 2 5K tours. So we did the 5K tour, and then Stacy switched out the battery on the GoPro, and then Jax has got a scooter, and he caught up with me. It took about a mile for all that to happen while I kept running. So we're doing a 5K tour, then I'm gonna run from one city to the next, and then do a 5K tour, and then run a few more miles, because the cities are only like 6 miles apart, and so I'm still gonna need some miles, but they're close enough. We're combining them so we get a 3-for-1 kind of run. We get my long run in, and we get 2 5K tours done. So also, I guess for the fun of it, it's Sunday. I was supposed to do this on Saturday. We came to the cities to do it, and the weather was crap. It was 23 degrees, windy, and snowing, and with the wind chill, it was like 10 degrees is what it felt like. Fahrenheit. So super cold. Today, I think we're now over 30. When we started, we're about 23 degrees. There's no wind, and we've seen hints of the sun. So, still cold. Not nearly as cold. As for the goals, let's see. Ran 4 miles on Tuesday, cross-trained Monday, did 7 miles on Thursday, did that alternating fasting thing. My weight went from like 184 even to 181 to 183 to 179 to 184 to 183 today. So basically the same. Although we'll put more screenshots up here. I am like 3,000 calories under for the week because I did not end up overeat. I mean, I overate on the eating days, but not a lot, to where it was more than what I gained fasting. So I don't know if what I am doing would work long term. Short term, sure, the day after fasting felt great on the scale, but not so overall progressy, I guess. Other things you guys need to know? Let's see. Oh, long runs, 15 miles, 12-minute pace. Hey, this might look familiar. My park loop is on the way to the next city. Only a small segment of it. The goal is to have this guy done in 3 hours. I'm trying to stay close to that 12-minute pace. Not doing great. You guys know I'm terrible at it. Keep the heart rate down. But we'll see how it goes. Took an energy gel, one of those Huma Plus, chia seed, carbohydrate, whatever thingies, 100 calories. Right as we finish the 5K tour, I've got 2 more in my pocket, and I've got a charge gel, which is like a Jello with those bobo beads in it. Then I'm probably about the 7 to 8 mile mark. Happened to have one from they gave them out at one of the half marathons we ran, and I had one. I've tried them before though; they're not bad. So, gonna use those plus the Huma Pluses for energy. So, anyways, for mile check-in and intro, I got 11 miles to go. I'll check in later. All right, 6 miles in, about an hour, 10 minutes, which is a bit ahead of pace. Not as much as normal, which is good. 6 miles means I've only got 9 more to go. Only, right? To be honest, I count down in my head, and whenever I get the single digits, it seems so much more doable. So it does feel like, as much as this run has been intimidating me, that hey, I've only got 9 more to do. I can do 9. I've done 9 enough now. I can do 9. So I'm feeling okay for the most part. My knee, I think I've mentioned it in earlier videos, or maybe Stacy's putting these all together, is bothering me a bit, my left knee. I'm wearing a brace on it today. I don't normally do that, but considering this is a longer run and it's been kind of giving me a little bit of a fit, got a brace on it. The idea is to wear the brace maybe for the longer runs. If my knee is hurting throughout the week on the shorter runs, then I'll put the brace on for the long one. I don't want to rely on the brace. I've heard somewhere that, you know, if you always wear a brace, although it'll protect your leg or knee or whatever, it doesn't make it stronger. So the idea is to use it when needed, but not rely on it. So I'm wearing a brace for the first time today in years, just to kind of help. I notice when there's definitely inclines or declines, so my knee hurts the most. So far, the last city we did the 5K for, relatively flat. I mean, there's some slight inclines and declines because nowhere in Utah is flat, but except maybe the salt flats. Should go run on there. But, you know, relatively. And in between the towns, some slight uphills and downhills, but still relatively flat. So I think that's helping. I'm not feeling it a lot. I'm feeling it a little bit though. But overall, not too bad. See, other things to know. It's kind of pretty out here. I'll turn the camera around, show you guys the view of this road as we run to Spring City. That's what I'm running to. But yeah, let's give you guys a view. So yeah, overall, feeling pretty good. Next week's training schedule goes up a little bit more. Tomorrow, cross train. I'll either swim or walk. If it's warm, I've been thinking about getting the road bike out. I got a friend who rides a road bike. I used to ride. Kind of missing that a little bit. Might do that, but it's got to be warm for that, because once again, I'm a wimp. So it might be swim or walk. Tuesday is supposed to be 4 mile. I'll probably do that with a bit of speed training. Try to go quicker. Hopefully it's outside. I'm tired of running on the treadmill, but I'm also tired of running in the cold. Would like it to actually be spring. Like today, it's turning out relatively nice. We had snow yesterday, all day. I mean, it melted off. Well, not all day. About 5 o'clock, the sun came out and melted it all off. But it snowed basically all day yesterday. And it's just cold and windy. So the weather's very difficult right now to plan for. But hopefully, 4 miles. Then I'm supposed to do 8 miles on Thursday. That'll most likely be a treadmill, because we'll go to the rec center with the kids and I'll just run on the treadmill there. And then 16 miles next week. So if I actually finish this and feel okay, I'll definitely feel more confident about next week's than I felt about this week, because I don't know, something about that jumping from 13 to 15 is a much bigger jump in my head than from 15 to 16. we'll see how this one finishes up. Feeling good with about 8.5 now to go. But, you know, if it struggles, then I'm sure I'll be dreaming about next week's like I did this week. Also, I guess we'll have to start figuring out how we're gonna film the other 5Ks. They're getting harder to film because they're getting further away from home. And I'm still doing marathon training on the weekends. So now that I'm doing these 15, 16, 18, 20 mile runs, I want to rest properly, but I still have to find a place to do or still have to find time to do the 5Ks. Hence today we're kind of lucky the way these cities line up. Not all the cities are gonna line up like that though. Maybe I'll run a 5K and then just run the extra, I don't know, 16 miles right after. Or maybe not. Next weekend, actually we have our 10K for memories that we're gonna run to. Maybe nobody will show up. Maybe somebody will show up. We don't know. It's not like I have a huge following, but we got some friends and family. But my thought process is I'm supposed to run 10 or 16 miles. I'm gonna run the 10K with everybody, and then I'll probably stop for about 30 seconds. You know, do a little recording, say thanks to the people that showed up, and then bail on Stacy and run another 10 miles. So I'll kind of consider that stop like an aid station stop. We'll see how that goes. So that one's working out. The weekend after that, we've got a half marathon, the one with inclines. And I'm thinking that's actually going to align with my plan with Hal, because Hal increments me up, and then every third week drops me back a few miles. So I'm thinking if it's going to have me run 16 miles next weekend, the weekend after that will be roughly 13 miles is probably what it'll tell me. I could be wrong, it doesn't show me yet. But I'm hoping that's the case. And that's just convenient that it worked out like that. No idea if it'll actually will. Hoping though, because that'll make it easier. So, that's where we're at. I just passed my aid station. See Stacy back there in the car. Since I'm talking to y'all, kind of just bypassed it. Anyway, less than 10 miles to go in the double digit or single digits. I mathed wrong again. I think we've talked about my math abilities. Like 9.5 to go. But anyways, getting closer to 9 probably now. But I'll talk to y'all in a bit. Once again, here's more view. You can maybe see the town down there in the distance. Okay, talk to y'all later. All right, 8 miles in, only 7 to go. 3, that's gonna go pretty fast because I'm about a mile away so from when we start our next 5K tour. So, but 7 to go. I'm feeling all right, I'll be honest right now. Feeling okay. Once again, I'm still in territory that I'm familiar with though. But feeling okay, a little over halfway done. Stacy runs the 5K tours with me, so that'll help with that 3 miles. And then I'll still have like 3 miles to go from my math. That I'll have to do solo, but we'll tackle that when we get to it, I guess. But overall, feeling okay. I took a charge gel, had about 7.25. That boba thingy. It's a lot bigger than the other one, so it's harder to consume while running. So otherwise they're great, they taste good, but I don't know about that, the size and stuff. So, but with that, probably won't be a check-in again to about mile 9 or mile 12, because when I get to the start of the 5K, we'll restrap the camera to my chest real quick. It takes like 15 seconds. And do the scenery while as I run by it The other camera's used to actually capture the landscapes, the buildings and stuff. So, and then I'll put the camera back on the stick after that 5K and finish up. So next check-in will be, well, for you guys, probably the next 5 seconds, but you know, for me, it'll be 45 minutes away. Anyway, see y'all then. Okay, just finished Spring City's 5K tour. Had about a 15-second stop. Well, Stacy changed the GoPro out. What I did is I ran around the block while she did it to keep getting distance for my 15 miles and give her time to do that, and then stopped, get a little bit of water with electrolytes, and grab this guy. So I'm at 12.6 miles. I'm at, I don't know, 2.5 hours, something like that. I want to say it was like 2:36, but I don't remember. We'll put the mile markers up here, Stacy, to get that. But I got basically 2.5 miles to go. But in about 4 miles is where I hit my furthest distance ever, which was 13.1. I mean, maybe I've gone like 13.5-ish, I think, once on one training run, just because I had to finish up a run. But basically over 13.1 really is my furthest. So closing in on that, and 2 miles of who knows. I'm feeling okay for the most part. My knees hurt more. My legs are starting to feel sore. You know, pounding on the pavement and then on concrete for, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be 20,000 steps. It's pretty hard on it, or hard on my legs and joints, but that's what training's for, right? Anyway, finished up our last 5K tour, Sanpete County. Of course, that's not gonna come out for like a month because we're a little ahead on purpose. It takes time to edit these things, but so that's kind of nice. And watch says I think I'm going too fast. Anyway, I'll check in at the end. I'm just gonna push, not hard, push physically, meaning I guess just try to make it and not die for these last 2 miles or so. Not gonna go fast, just want to finish today. So I'll talk to you all in about 2 miles. Okay, I pushed hard the last 2 miles. Stacy will put the splits up here. They were closer to 10 minutes. I was feeling okay and I wanted to be done. 15.01, I guess, is where I hit the stop. It was waiting for traffic. 2 hours, 55 minutes, 31 seconds. Whew. It's a little bit tough. I was feeling okay. The fact that I was able to speed up for the last 2 miles is a positive sign. New PR on distance ran. Sorry, I'm catching my breath, y'all. Still, I'm on the side of the mountain. Temperature warmed up to 37 degrees. I got a little bit of a breeze now though, so it still feels chilly. It's not as cold as yesterday, but yeah, 15 miles done and dusted. 16 miles next week. Still not feeling confident about adding 11 more to this in roughly 6 weeks, but trusting the program, trying to anyways. We're gonna go get coffee. So thanks again, everybody. I don't say this much, I don't know, I forget, and I don't know if it helps or not. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever, but more importantly, stay safe, keep pushing. Talk to y'all next time. It was a tough one. Later.